Okay, well, welcome to your practice and your yoga playtime. Thank you so much for being here. Today, today we're going to talk about the diaphragm, and we've been doing, I feel like in our practices, it has been the focus a little bit, and we're talking about the breathing and introduced the eyes, chest the other day, and how, it's the diaphragm lives in the center, moves down when you breathe in, and it just curls back up as you breathe out. And where the diaphragm is situated, it really separates the body. So as you breathe and the diaphragm moves, it does affect the heart and the lungs get a little bit of movement. And then when you are breathing down below, it also offers movement to like the intestines and the kidneys at the back, which are just right up close to the diaphragm, and the stomach. So the diaphragm is the center of you, and it is the key. Like diaphragmatic breathing, when we breathe with the diaphragm, can be very calming when you really pay attention to that. So that's going to be the focus of today's practice. We're going to use a strap, and we will be lying down for most of this class too. So just tell you all that. Okay. Oh, I'm going to move this girl. We'll just come to our comfortable seat. Nice. And then just before we even open, let's just do a couple of just gentle little turning side to side and just kind of waking up the center of you just a few times, just a really nice way. And then even let your eyes close as you do one more on each side. And then bring yourself to rest in your center, turn your palms up. And just feel into the breath as it is. And maybe you can even tune into that downward movement as you inhale, and then it curls back up. But at the same time, from the upper chest as you inhale is moving up and coming back together. So almost like the two parts of the body separate a little bit as you breathe in and come back together as you breathe out. I'm just tuning into that one more moment. And then bringing your palms together at your heart space, bow your chin. And we'll call ourselves home and chant Om 3 times. Begin with a nice full inhale, lengthen. As you exhale this breath completely, let it go. And inhale fully to begin. Bow your chin, release your hands, lift your chin, and open your eyes. Okay, so before we come down, we're just going to play with diaphragmatic breathing just for a moment. So you can take your hands and just kind of tuck them into the soft, the creamy center of you. I heard that once. I just loved it. Like below the ribs, above the hips, that soft spot, and just feel it in for a moment, the home of the diaphragm. And then just let your hands rest. So you bring your thumbs in, just kind of rest on that nice part that you love. Oh, tell me I love you exactly as you are. Okay, and then from here, you're going to inhale, expand that place consciously as best as you can. And as you exhale, you can open your mouth and suck it in. So you inhale, you open. I'm just going to open my hands like, and then just bring it in. Just do that a few times. Move your hands if that's not a good place. You're just tucking in right there. Let's just do 2 more. And then just let it go and take a few breaths there. I'm just shaking my hands and let it be there. Okay, so that's one way we do it. And the other way, you can change the cross of your legs. The other way we're going to breathe now is to really feel the downward movement and to play with more of that downward movement. So as you inhale, think of opening the lower belly as much as you can here. And as you exhale, it's that same little tuck up, but it's different. So you breathe in, feel the expansion, release the breath and feel the diaphragm lift up. So it's down and spreads out, comes back up. Just do one more. Whatever it is, all good. And then let it go. Okay. Okay, so our setup is going to be, we're going to grab 2 blankets and your bolster. And we'll start on the tummy. So I'll put one blanket down for the head and the other one will be, for the hips and tops of the thighs. And then don't come to lie down yet. You're going to take your strap. Okay, so I've already done mine up. Actually, I'm going to undo it and we'll do it all together. So you're going to take that strap and we're going to just take it behind your back to the soft, creamy center of you. Okay, hold the buckle, so it's close to the body. And then slide your hand around so you make sure that that strap is facing the same way. Find the end. And I'm just going to do it up. Again, I'm just, keep adjusting the strap behind you. So it goes, the buckle closest to the fabric and then to the top if you have a buckle strap. Okay, you're going to put that strap right in the creamy center. So below the ribs, above the hips. And it doesn't need to be super tight. You can adjust it. You make it less or more, just so it's present. Okay, and then we're going to come to lie down. We're going to put the creamy center. Maybe I need a better word. Just the center of you over that bolster. So you just kind of wiggle yourself. Maybe the ribs will come over top. Okay, I'm just going to scooch back so I'm still on camera. You go where you need to be lying down, and then you feel if that strap got too tight, or maybe it's just right, so that you can feel yourself breathing here. So I have my legs extended, they're a little bit apart, the toes are turning in towards each other, heels out a little bit. If that's not good, tuck your toes under. You can tuck your chin, rest your forehead, or turn your head. And all we're going to do here, my friends, is just breathe. And just feeling that that strap is just there to kind of remind you of what you're breathing into. So as you breathe in, maybe there's a little bit of resistance, hopefully not discomfort. Yeah, that's it. Just take your time and figure it out. And if you don't feel anything, maybe you just tighten that strap a little bit or just, it's there. So, okay. And just really feel yourself bathing the insides with this movement of the diaphragm and the breath. Stay as you are. Turn your head one way, maybe turn it the opposite way now. Set up yourself as much as you can. Let's take one more moment here. Release the breath. Okay. And then just press yourself up maybe to all fours. We're going to keep the strap where it is. It feels here like a child's pose might kind of fit in really nicely. It could even just be sitting or tucking. Just take a few moments. We are going to turn over and do that same positioning of the props, but on your back. So I just say that if child's pose isn't working. Okay, and then I'll also add this too, that before you come onto your back, if you want to throw in a little downward dog, you can keep that strap where it is. I'll just do that. Just a few moments of just kind of moving the legs. Let your head go as much as you can. breathing into the strap if that's still available. Okay. And now we're going to come onto the back. So same setup, like I said, same thing with the strap. You might want to adjust it if it's moved. And then we'll lie down with, maybe the bottom ribs are supported on the bolster. You move in a way that feels good. If you need more height for your hips, bolster's too much, just fold your blanket. Same thing with the one under your head, make it higher. So then we decrease the angle. Okay, we're going to open the arms out to the side. This very nice open place. Okay, now I feel like I want to just tighten my strap. So if you feel that too, do that. It's still not super tight, but it's present. And I'm just moving it down off the bottom ribs. So it's really just at the soft waist. And the knees bent or legs straight, whatever feels good. Just feel the breath here in this place. And you're breathing into the strap as much as you can. Okay, so as you just lie here and breathe, just feeling that, this is the center, this is where the diaphragm lifts, divides the upper and the lower half of the body. It's such a huge muscle. It goes all around the whole circumference of the body. And because it attaches, to nerves and it does affect the movement of the organs. If we're not connected to this place and breathing right with awareness and fullness, not that you're going to do that all the time, but even just taking time like this to get acquainted is going to heal and nourish something within you. Okay. And we'll just take one more big breath in, maybe hold it. And as you hold the breath, can you expand out in the whole torso and then release. Okay, take your hands and just keep the strap where it is, but just loosen it so that, it's not binding you at all. And then just take a few moments to feel that. And to feel how you've already expanded this place, this breath. Okay. So I'm going to change this position again, and we're going to take the bolster out and put it behind the head. Okay, so you can just roll to the side, but if you want to hug your knees in, lift your head, you kind of use the bolster and then maybe roll up. That's always fun. Okay, now I'm just going to switch this. So I'll move the bolster up. This blanket I was resting my head on is now going to support the chest. I just pop the bolster on top so I don't have any of the open part of the blanket. I have this, the seam side is closer to me. And then this one will again be for the hips. So you're going to leave some space. Hips. So that the diaphragm area is free-ish. Okay, we still have the strap on where it is. So I'm just going to sit on this blanket, lie down, and then the bolster comes in to support the head. It's almost like we're in, a very relaxed cow pose. Okay, so you're just going to take a moment or two once you're here. Maybe this feels really delicious. When I first came into this pose before we started class, I was like, it just felt so grounding and healing in a way. So just be here for a moment or two. Okay, we are going to tighten the strap again. So once you've settled in, then just tighten that strap right around soft waist. Okay, and then in this place again, legs straight or bent, or you happen to have a wall there, whatever works. We're just going to breathe into the strap. I'm going to make it a little tighter than I had it before, so I'm very aware of it. It is. Make sure on the back it's in the soft part, below the ribs, and breathe as much as you can into this. You know, we want to breathe not just in the front, but in the sides of the waist, in the back area, full circumference. Give yourself time to find that. And if you don't find it, that's okay. You know, you've done the work to lay the foundation. So you're actively breathing. And you could be breathing, you know, in through the nose, out through the nose, or in through the nose, out through the mouth. Whatever helps you to really connect. And once you have that pressing into the strap, then maybe you can also tune into the upward and downward motion that's happening. That you're breathing not just through the sides and the front and the back, but also the top and the bottom of the torso. Now let's just take one more full breath in. Maybe you breathe in, you hold it, you expand a little more at the top, and then let it go. Okay, we're going to loosen the strap so that it's there, but the body has room to expand. And just feel that. This expansiveness, this softness, maybe you're feeling. And you might even feel it into like the hip crease. Maybe you feel it at the top of your shoulders. Okay. We're going to stay in this shape. I'm just going to wiggle back a little bit just so I can extend my legs. And you can keep all these props as they are. If they start to become a hindrance for you, you take them out. Okay. Okay. I'm going to take the strap. Just keep it where it is. Just loosen it. And okay, so I'm going to bring the right knee into the chest. So I want to have the buckle maybe along the thigh. Might be inner thigh, outer thigh. A place where you can tighten it easily. And the strap is going to sit maybe at the very top of the shin. It might go lower. You're going to see, I'm going to move the strap. I'm moving it down, tightening it. I want to find that place where my thigh and knee can come in and I don't have to hold it. So that we're going to make it, you know, you make it, we're just starting. So that if here I have it in, if I release this doggy, heart, oh, my assistant. Okay. Hold on, guys. Okay, here comes my assistant. He's gonna grab the dogs. All right. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna let the knee just kind of drop away so that now I can feel it pulling in the back. You're gonna move the strap. It might be at the might be sitting at the top of the back ribs, but mostly you feel it pulling on the side of the waist. If I push the knee away, I feel it pulling on the sides of the waist. Okay, so maybe you push it away for a moment, then we'll drop it back in. And now I've moved the strap, it's down about mid-shin. You decide where it goes. The left leg can go straight out or it can stay bent. This is the pose. That's all we're going to do here. It's just let the jaw go. Arms are open out to the side. Just find a place where you can, like, if I said I'm going to take a nap like this, you could do it. Just make it super easy. If your knee starts to drop out to the right, that needs to happen. That's fine. Just soften. Breathe. Okay, I'm going to take one more breath. Now I'm going to bring that knee in a little closer. So the left leg can bend or stay straight. The left hand's going to hold on to this right shin. I'm going to pull it in tighter and tighten the strap. Okay, so I want it to be like now when I drop it out. So it's gone really tight. Drop it, but I'm getting a little bit of pulling in the back on the sides of the waist. And I'm just going to melt here. Okay, now I feel as I breathe in a little bit of resistance through the strap. It's just not discomfort. I'm going to try and soften the hip crease. Just be here. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to add is to really breathe into the back. So as I breathe in, can I feel myself almost pressing into the back of the strap? So you're just looking for a little bit more resistance from the inside, you're pushing to the outside. And just do maybe 1 or 2 more breaths like that. Okay. And then we're going to release the right knee. So if you have to loosen the strap first and let it come out, legs out or bent, whatever is okay. Just feel what you've done. Feel, this rush of fluid, of freshness flowing through the right leg. And then feel into the expansiveness of your breath. And that you are opening yourself. Okay. So feel how open the right side is. Same thing on the left side. So I'm just going to move my strap so I have the buckle, accessible. And we'll bring the left knee in. And you just find that place, maybe top of the shin, maybe middle of the shin, whatever works for you. And I pull this knee in. I'm going to make it as tight as I can. It's where I can just let that left leg relax and let the strap is holding the pose for you. You can just melt yourself in and be with the breath. Okay, so right leg bent or straight, whatever it's doing. This is about just softening and receiving. Okay, so you move that strap around till you feel you're in that place. And I'm just going to take 1 more full breath in and out. Now I'm going to just tighten that strap. So right hand might just pull that in a little tighter, find a place, move the strap up or down the left shin as it needs to. Different places is going to affect whatever. Okay, and then, I'm just going to feel in here. If I really push this shin into the strap, and then breathe into what's on offer. As I'm pushing into the shin, I'm also just moving this left knee just a little bit over to the left. I get a little bit more into the right side waist. Yeah, just breathe and smile and receive. So things are a little bit more active. And then we'll just let all that activity go. Just let everything soften. Be with your breath as it is. You can feel the effects of the diaphragm here. Okay, now I'm just going to start to add a little bit of breathing into the back. So I might even push the shin into the strap just to give me some feedback so I can breathe in through the back sides of the waist as best as you can. Just finding the constriction, in the tight places. We want to bring in the light. In this case, it's the lightness of your breath. Okay, and then preparing to release the left knee. Keep the strap nice and spacious. Just drop in here, feel what you've done. Good. Just breathing there. Maybe you want to take your hands and just love this space up. This tummy of ours that sometimes we have, not the easiest relationship with. Just love it up. Okay, sides of the waist, anything that fits. Okay, we're going to stay on the back. I'm just going to release or loosen the strap. I have a pretty small strap here. I know a lot of you have longer straps than me. So we're just going to loosen the strap. I'm going to move the strap up to maybe just right underneath the underarms. So it's right behind the back of the chest, and it's going to move. So don't worry too much about, I don't have it right. Okay, I'm going to bend the left leg. Yeah, my strap is way too small, but here's what's going to happen. I'm just going to change my strap a little bit. We're going to put the right foot into the strap. You need to have a purple strap. So just put the right foot into the strap. It might go straight and it might not. That's fine. I'm just going to find maybe the center of the foot, center of the diaphragm. And like I said, the strap starts high. Okay. You just be here. I'm pushing my foot into the strap. It's bent. Yours might be a little bit more straight. And then just start to move your foot around. Just explore this a little bit. So you're pushing the foot into the strap. You're just moving the foot up and down a little bit, like you're giving yourself a little bit of a, back rib massage almost happening. Left leg bent or straight. Okay. Just get into this. Good. That's it. Okay. Good. All right, now I'm just going to find a place here where I can push the foot into the strap, but also have my arms open and relaxed and just soften, maybe the hips a little bit, the hip crease, the jaw. One more breath. Good. Okay, and then take your hands, hold the strap, sneak that foot out, let the leg extend or knees bend, and just feel what you've done. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing with the left foot. So nothing to change, just find the left foot into the strap and make it your own. Don't worry about how straight the leg is, or just a place where you can push the foot into the strap and move the foot up and down, and maybe even a little bit side to side. I didn't do that on the other side, but just kind of be here, experiment, but keep the shoulders soft, the head soft, the eyes soft. Whatever's happening is good. Just pressing the foot into the strap. One more moment. Notice if your hands are taking any tension. Okay, and then I'll take the hands to the strap, take the foot out. Just bask in your own glory for a moment. Okay, so I'm going to loosen my strap completely because now I do want to straighten the leg. I'm going to keep the strap underneath. Okay, so you do what you need to do. Where the loop is, okay, I'm going to put the right foot in, but let me think how I'm going to explain this. No, you still have a loop, so I think you're going to be good. Just put the foot in, and here's the thing. I want to come to a place where I have the strap underneath my body. It's coming from the left side. Right hand is holding the other end of the strap, and the leg goes straight. So you do what you need to do. If you need to undo your strap too, you're going to make a really small loop and put that small loop around your right foot. Then take the end under the left side and you hold it with the right. Okay, you might not need to undo your strap. Okay, now I'm just going to find the straight leg as best as you can, and it could be down here. I'm holding the strap. I'm going to move the strap up so it's resting behind the ribs. Okay, now you make it so the leg is straight. We'll just pause here for a moment. You can push into the strap. You can move your foot a little bit to the right so you get a little bit more into the left side of your upper chest. Okay, so that's the pose. Feel free to move too, like you need to wave the leg a little bit. Just experiment with this. I know we haven't done this for a long time. Okay, take one more breath. Now I'm going to let this leg drop to the right, and I'm holding it. I'm lying on it. I'm going to find that place where I can just do nothing. Let the strap hold the leg. Breathe into whatever's happening. So you're just finding your place. The leg maybe doesn't go down that far. That's fine. If the leg is coming up more towards the right shoulder, it's going to change the strap. That might be great for you. Or you push you're pressing your right foot Go back a little bit, thigh back. Just feel. And can you just be very, very soft for the next few breaths? Soften into the whole base of you, your hips, your pelvic floor. Even maybe the right leg can soften a little more. Okay, we'll bring the leg up. Good. Okay, I'm going to take the end of the strap. If you have the strap around both sides of you, you're fine. I'm going to cross the strap over. So now my left hand's holding it and it's wrapped right around my torso. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to make it tighter. As I take the leg over to the left, I'm just going to tighten the strap. So I just wrap it around me a little more. Then I'm going to push the foot into the strap. And I'm pulling with the left hand. So it's right around, like it's not going to feel like anything. It's just stability. So I can let the left leg just start to drop, or sorry, the right leg drop to the left. The left leg might be dropping to the left too. Just breathe. You can make the strap tighter. You can always hold it with the left hand. Okay, I'm pressing the thigh back, right hip extending, foot into the strap. Soften your right shoulder if you can. And for the next few moments, just find some integrity and the breath. Okay. Release the leg. I'm just going to release it completely. I'm just going to grab a drink while you let your legs just settle out and feel. Just feel all of that. Feel where the breath is. Okay, so we're going to do that with the other leg. Okay, so I'm just going to switch my strap because I need to do that so that I have the part where the foot is going to go is underneath the right side. I'm going to put the left foot into my little strap, or whatever you need to do, take your time. But so the left hand is maybe holding the other end of the strap, unless you have a nice big loop, and you're fine. Okay, and then just find this for yourself too, like where can I get this leg up and have a little bit of pressure into the strap at the foot, and also feel it in the side waist here. So you'll move this leg forward and back a couple times once you're there, even if it's bent, you still will get everything happening. Maybe you go a little bit side to side, just continuously just tightening the strap just so I can really feel that. Deep massage, how's that? Just really get in here and feel that. Okay, and then we're just going to take a few breaths with the leg upright. Push the foot into the strap and just breathe into that for a few moments. Soften through the hip crease if you can. Okay, now this leg is going to go over to the left, resisting with the strap underneath. Left hand is holding the strap, and the left foot is pushing into the strap. Okay, and we're just here for about 5-7 breaths, and you're just going to find that place where the strap is doing the work, and maybe you can just let yourself melt into it. That's work. That's inner work. Just feel what you can. Know that the work is happening no matter what you're experiencing. Maybe it's very different from what I'm experiencing, but that is what it should be. Okay, I'm just going to add a little bit of inner pressure into the strap as I breathe in. And then as you begin this exhale, let it start and then take the leg up. Okay. Now I'm just going to tuck this strap in a little bit and cross it over the body. Hold it with the right hand. Okay, or you maybe don't have to do that. And then let the leg move over to the right. And at the same time, I am constantly adjusting the strap to find that place where the leg is supported. The right leg might want to turn to. Turning the right leg, if you just move the right toes up and back to the side, you're just going to feel how things change. So you find that place for yourself where you can be, in the strap extension of the pose, but also inviting this left hip sideways to receive. And 2 more breaths here. Take the leg up. All right, release the leg off the strap. Just be in this for a moment or two. Maybe you want to take your arms over your head. Hey, we could do that. You could just grab the strap if it's there. And you kind of pull it like in front of the body and over and get this little lift in your chest. If that feels like, oh, that would be fun. Try that. Good. Okay. All right, we're going to bend the knees. Lift the hips. Just take the strap out just for a moment. Okay, we'll set the strap aside. I'm going to take this little blanket that's underneath the thighs and just move it over to the right. Okay, hug your knees in and out for a moment, and we're going to take twist. Okay, open your arms out, and then just release the knees over to the right side. And just breathe here, strap free. A moment or two. Good. Okay, if you'd like to take your arms over your head, maybe you interlace your fingers, flip your palms, and just reach. They might rest nicely on your bolster. One more moment. We're going to release. So I'll take the arms out to the side, bring the knees back up. If you use the blanket, just bring it over to the opposite side and then drop into twist here. Breathe. Okay, maybe you take your arms opposite interlace with the palms, take the arms over your head. Breathe into the diaphragm space, side of your waist, and release. And just come back onto your back. Okay, that blanket is here. If you need it for any padding, you're just going to put it in. I'm going to take the strap again, and we're going to make a smaller loop this time. So if you already have a loop, I'm going to make it smaller. We're going to put it over both feet. So if you like a blanket under your hips for this being strap between the legs, and then I have the legs lifted. So my strap is about that far apart, not that far. Let's see, maybe if I had a third and fourth foot in between. And I'm just going to press the outer edges of the feet into the strap. You can hold the end if you need to or not. And we're just going to press. So I'm going to let the legs maybe come down. If your legs bend, that's just fine. Push into the strap with the outer edges of your feet. Let your arms relax. Heels pressing out. Knees pressing out. One more breath here. Work, work, work. And then just let your feet come down to the floor and do nothing. Okay, the strap is still around maybe the middle edges or the center of the foot. I'm just gonna walk my feet a little wider if I can. It's just maybe even a millimeter. And just be there. Push the edges of the feet into the strap. If your knees want to come together, that's fine. One big breath in, side out. Soften everything, just be here. Feel how the breath is reacting. Okay, bring your knees into your chest. Find the strap. We're going to move the strap to the center of the calves, center of the shins. You might want to make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to take the legs up again, maybe straight, maybe bent. So it's right in the, you have the soft part of your calf and then the muscle comes out, the gastrocnemius. We're going to go right there. And I'm just going to press out into the strap. Try and get your feet parallel. Maybe you can spread your toes. Move the knees out. Push. Breathe here. Upper body soft. Smile. Breathe. Push, push, push. And let your feet come down to the floor. Maybe the feet walk wide so you get that little bit of extra right into the center of the calf where the strap is. The knees are together. Soften your back. Soften the back side waist. Even as maybe you feel a little bit of still pushing into the strap a little bit. Soften. Okay, bring your knees into your chest. I'm going to bring the strap down now to just below the knees, maybe. It could even be center of the thighs. Say from the center of the thighs to just below the knees, anywhere there. I'm going to loosen the strap a little bit. Oh, I'm going to go center of the thighs. And then we're going to do the exact same thing. So you bend your knees, you have your legs straight, you're going to push out through your feet, push the strap apart. Use your everything here. Push, 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 push. One more. And then release your feet to the floor. Maybe you widen the feet a little more. You might still be pushing the strap out if you're interested, or just let the knees rest and feel. Good. One more breath. Good. Okay. Draw your knees into your chest. Loosen the strap. Let's see, it's going to go, we're going to bring it back underneath the sides of the waist. So I'm going to make a nice big loop. And just lift your tush, slide it underneath, find the side of your waist. I'm going to move the strap so I know where the buckle is, so I can make it tighter if I need to. Both knees are coming in. You make it so it's that place, so I have the strap. I'm just moving it up the back. It might be touching the bottom ribs, but if I push the knees away, I'm really going to pull on the sides of the waist here. You make it as tight as you like. So now let's say I'm going to tell you guys, I have the strap is maybe, it's like center of the shin. That's for me. You put it up higher. If you want it lower, just push once you get in there, push the knees away, arms open. And we're just going to start to rock these knees a little bit side to side. You're just, how can I use this strap to bring awareness to my back body, the sides of the waist. So I'm pushing the shins away and just moving the knees side to side. Okay, do that one more moment. And then we'll just soften in the shape. So let your feet relax. Legs relax, and knees might, thighs might come in closer to your chest and might not. Just feel that. And we're going to go to twist, but the knees might come nowhere near the floor. I do have the blanket still on the left side, so we'll start with the left side, even though they might not get there. Just going to drop the knees over to the left. Okay, so because of the strap, they might start to descend, but they might not. And then just be here in this. I want to share this with you guys. I've done this before in class a long time ago. Some of you might have done it. You either love it or you feel trapped. If you're feeling a little trapped, how can you calm yourself and just receive whatever this is? So I just want to share that. If that's your experience right now, you're like, oh, I don't like this. Well, we always have to do things we don't like, right? So how can we make ourselves a little happier in the pose? Okay, take one more breath. Now I'm going to push the shins away in the shape and use that to bring myself back onto the back. Okay, if you want to take the knees out for a moment before you do the other side, and just feel like, what was the point of that? Oh, hello, my free diaphragmatic breathing, happy inner organ experience. Okay, so same thing, second side. So you just tuck your little knees in wherever they go. Pardon me. Play with your strap position. And then maybe you soften for a moment. From the softness, I'll start to push the shins away. So I'm going to make my strap a little tighter. You might make it looser. Maybe we'll start again just by rocking the knees just a little bit side to side so you feel. And then from there, you'll just take the knees over to the right. If you need the blanket, you'll move it. But most likely the knees aren't going to come to the floor. They might. But it's all fine. Just be in this. And then I'm going to add a little bit of pressure to the shins. You decide how much you want to do, how much you can breathe into. Open your breath. And then maybe you soften as much as you can. If that's possible. More about the inner body, just softening to the shape. It's okay. Then bring yourself back onto your back. We'll release the knees. Just feel. So good. Okay, here's the next one. You're just going to take your arms like you're taking off a shirt. You're going to slide that strap up to behind the head. You remember this? Or you could just rest behind your neck for a moment. Okay, we're going to loosen the strap. We're going to be putting the foot, I'm not sure if I can do it with this little strap, so I'm just going to give it a little try. So the foot goes, center of the foot into the strap, and then the strap goes behind the head. Now maybe your leg will go straight, maybe not, but it's really about just pushing the foot into the strap so we get this nice neck release. Left leg can stay bent, it can go straight. The idea here is just really anchor the foot. My toes are open. And then from here, maybe we'll move the leg side to side or straight and bend. You'll just kind of play. So I'm going to take a peek, see where we're at. Yeah, so you take your time. The strap goes back of the neck. Maybe it just kind of tucks over the tops of the ears. You can move it down. So you take your time, find that place. And then once you're in it, it's about really softening the head back. Maybe it's pushing a little bit. And the foot is pushing. And then feel free to just be here. Bend and straighten the leg a few times or move the leg side to side. Take that head for a ride. And maybe, the head is I don't really want to go for a ride. It's pushing back. But whatever's happening, you're smiling, you're softening your shoulders, you're softening your hip crease as much as you can. And you're just experiencing this. Because if you were 6 and I said, hey, we're going to do this, you'd be like, oh, so fun. So do that. Okay, now to release the head, I'm going to take the hands, I'm going to hold the strap, sneak the head out, let the head come down. Keep the strap over the leg, like the strap was over the foot, straighten the leg. Okay, we're going to move the arms up and over the head here as we move the leg. I'm going to bring my upper arms into the strap just for space, and the palms come together, and then we'll just move the leg front to back. If it's bent, I'm going to say that every time, it's all fine. If the forearm thing isn't making sense, and just hold the strap, move the leg and the hands, close your eyes, move with your breath a few times. You're opening your body. If the strap is moving around the arms, wherever it's doing, it's good. It's all fine. Okay. All right. Let's just rest here for a moment. So you find that place where the arms can be over your head, the leg is rested, but the foot is maybe doing the work. Let's take 2 breaths. Okay, and then I'll release the foot. Just let the leg come out for a moment. Maybe you want to move your knees or move your feet around. Just feel whole body attention happening. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing with the back of the head and the left foot. Okay, so here's my buckle. It's in my right hand. Take the strap behind the head. You'll find the left foot. Okay, two sides could be different. And you just take your time. You know, if this is your first time ever doing this, there's a learning curve. Now, how can I have the head supported, let the neck release? So once you're here, then you're just going to move this. You're going to let the leg do the dance. Maybe you're bending and straightening. Maybe you're moving the leg a little bit side to side. Foot is pushing into the strap. Maybe the head is pushing or it's just receiving. Let the jaw go, the eyes go. Like receive this as much as you can. What would feel really good? How about if I push the foot in so much the head is really coming forward, and then I soften the head into the strap or even press it. Okay, let's take 2 more breaths. Just playing here. Soften the hip crease if you can. Okay, and we take the strap to the hands to the strap. Release your head back to the pillow of the bolster. Find where your hands want to go here. And then just, you know, seesaw your leg, your arms, your breath. Extend as much as you can into this. Wherever the arms are is fine. Just inviting in this gentle flossing. Okay. All right, and then just kind of hang out. Find this place where the arms can just rest into the strap and maybe the foot's doing more of the work. Okay. I'm going to release the hands. I'm going to hold the strap. I'm going to take the left leg in. Now I'm moving the buckle now so it's between the feet. Okay, we're coming to happy baby. And so here you might grab both ends of the strap. I've got both ends of the strap. It could, you know, modified happy baby. If you're like, oh, how crunchy can I get? Then maybe you put the strap behind your head too. The soles of the feet might come together if you do that. So you're just gonna play with whatever works here. So just show you again, maybe it's happy baby, hold the strap and you're just rocking side to side like the happiest little baby. Or you put that strap behind your head. You don't take both of them, just one. Just be here wherever you are. You're playing, you're receiving, you're feeling. One more moment, experimenting wherever you are. Just rocking yourself. And we're going to drive the bus. So if you have the head tucked in the strap, take it out. Open your legs up, arms out. And we're just going to move you're driving the bus. You just move one leg up, one leg down. Your knees are bent, it's fine. You're going to use this strap. It's become your best friend in this practice. Good. Okay. Oh, let's take these. Maybe the legs want to come over the head. Oh, you know, I'm looking at the time. We could be going into Shavasana, but here's one more. Is I have the strap over both feet. I'm going to tuck the head in. And then just push the feet, you know, they might bend. I have my thighs are right to my chest. That's just, you know, I can get really small here. I might even move it into like a child's pose here. Let the heels drop towards the hips. And just feel. In this very crunchy place. You could even have the legs right over the head. Here, if you like the legs over the head, maybe you put the strap in the center of the shins and make it really tight. I'm just going to do that. So if you're interested, you could give it a try or take a peek and then just be here. Okay. So if you're ready to move into Shavasana, then you go ahead and set up in whatever way you like, where the body can really rest. Maybe you still have a blanket under your hips, one under the shoulders, and that bolster under the head. That could be a lovely Shavasana. I'm just taking 1 or 2 more moments here. Okay, release. Yeah, oh, so sweet. I love it. Take your time. That's, you know, we're just gonna rest. But take your time. And once we do come down, maybe we just, massage that soft spot, feel how open, and maybe even just the word soft feels nice and soft. And so just as you rest in this space of Shavasana, feel how you've nourished, healed, open, released, created your own space of self-study, to acknowledge that, the breath is so much more potent than maybe we think about. Maybe, we can't walk around thinking about it all day. But enough to know that how we breathe affects so much more than we know. So rest into your softness and your awareness. Rest into your breath. Shavasana. Staying in your rest. Feeling where the body is being breathed. Dropping as much as you can here for the next few breaths. Okay, so we're going to come out of Shavasana very slowly. You might start by just wiggling your fingers, your toes, moving your ankles and your wrists. And then bending your non-dominant leg and then the dominant leg. And just be in the bent knees for a moment. You might widen the feet, drop the knees in. And let's take 3 or 4, or maybe you want 10 breaths like this. And then we'll bring the knees into the chest. And again, we're just going to allow this drop into the back body a little bit more deeply. With this renewed awareness, the center of you, the potency of each breath. And then rest here. Let the jaw go. Once you feel very heavy, then you'll roll to your side. And again, I'm just going to rest there for at least 3 breaths. Just letting the body be heavy. You might even feel it drop back down to the floor. Coming up to seated. Coming up. Or staying as you are. If you need more time in Shavasana, it's a great gift. I'm just going to go to my opposite cross of the legs. Okay. So as we come up, I always say take a few moments to feel into your energy. Maybe from here, it's almost coming to a forward fold-ish, just for a moment or two, just to be in the center line, send the breath into the back. So we'll just stay with this. When you're ready, friends, you'll walk yourself back upright and join your palms together at your heart as you bow your chin. So really take your time, if you're digging one of those moments, then just enjoy that. Okay. So we'll seal this practice with our May We Be Blessed mantra and an Om. Inhale to begin. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy. Seal that with an Om. Inhale. Om. Bow your chin. You may have noticed your Om was more present, more open. Into this, friends, breathe into your hands. Catch your sacred breath. Lift your chin and open your eyes and offer this to yourself. And we'll offer it out. This great principle of the Sanskrit word spadhyaya, self-study. Bow to whatever you open yourself to with this practice, and with great love and honoring for each one of you. Namaste, my friends. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So much love from my heart. Enjoy this beautiful day wherever you are. And see you soon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Oh, I love it. Take care, guys. Have a great day.